as everybody already knows, more than 50 to 60% of all vaccines um, in the world are made in India. So with that, and with the Atmanirbhar Bharat vision in mind, we have built the largest pandemic level facility here in Pune in our new sister campus in Mandri. And that was showcased also to Honorable Prime Minister with a tour around the facilities with a lot of detailed discussion. But I think a lot of you had questions and wanted to know for a few days about this visit and what happened. So I'll open it up with that um, for the questions.
So we'll be starting with the questions. So the first question is from Rupali Mukherjee from Times of India. Uh, Discussion with Prime Minister. Any update on the protocols timelines discussed with the Prime Minister? Were there any discussion on pricing and stockpiling discussed?
No, so what we discussed is the plan, implementation plan, which will happen only after an emergency use licensure, if that is granted, based on the data that will have to be submitted. We're in the process of submitting that officially to the Drug Controller of India. After he reviews that, we'll follow all those processes because we don't want to have any shortcuts at all. And after that, it will be a decision, with the health ministry to roll out hundreds of millions of doses in the first and second quarter of 2021. But that is only going to happen again, as I mentioned, once we submit and it's all approved, and the trials in the UK also go well.
Thank you. The next question is from Yuan Rocha from Reuters India. What was the takeaway from the Prime Minister's visit today? Do you anticipate that the government will soon announce a firm commitment to purchase large volumes of the Covishield vaccine?
Yes, well, with so many different vaccines, we discussed and briefed all the merits, the pros and cons of different vaccines that are out there, with the logistical issues of some of the vaccines, the pricing issue with some of the vaccines. And, they'll really have to take a very balanced view of how that's going to happen. As of yet, we don't have anything in writing with the government of India on how many doses they will produce, the purchase, but the indication is 3 to 400 million doses by July 2021, which is what the health ministry has made public, on various occasions in the past. Does that answer your question, Mayank?
Yes. Thank you. The next question is from Anuradha from Indian Express Pune Bureau. Has Serum applied for emergency authorization of Covishield, and by when it is going to be rolled out? Also, has phase 3 trials been completed yet? What are the interim results?
No, so as I mentioned, we're in the process of applying in the next 2 weeks for an emergency use licensure. So we'll have to wait and see after that. And as I said, things will then follow in that order.
The next question is from Sudhir Suryavanshi from New Indian Express, Maharashtra. Timelines for the distribution of the vaccine and when it will be distributed, whether it will be distributed in India and London simultaneously.
Well, it'll be distributed initially in India, of course, and then we'll look at the COVAX countries, which is mainly in Africa. The UK and the European markets are being taken care of by AstraZeneca and Oxford. If they need help scaling up with their manufacturing, we're always there to support them, but our priority is going to be India and COVAX countries first.
Vikas Dandekar from Economic Times Prime, ET Prime. Can you update us on your other vaccine initiatives like Novavax and Codagenix? When can we expect those candidates?
So Novavax is around 2 months behind AstraZeneca. Once they also announce their efficacy results, we will do a short bridging study in India like we did for the Oxford and AstraZeneca product. And that soon also in 2 to 3 months will follow the same processes that this candidate is doing. Of course, Codagenix is far behind. We're going to start phase 1 in the UK for Codagenix in December. And so that will take 1 year to be licensed because it's only starting phase 1. So that's far behind, of course, Novavax and the Oxford products.
The next question is from Sohini from Business Standard Mumbai. What did the PM say about the preparedness of the site?
Of which side?
The manufacturing side.
No, I think the Honorable Prime Minister is extremely knowledgeable now on vaccines and vaccine production. We were amazed with what he already knew. There was very little to explain to him except to go into detail on the different variable vaccines and the challenges that we may face ahead in terms of regulatory or whatever else. He was also very impressed, of course, to answer your question on the new facilities that we've built in record time. In fact, we've added a third facility also that we showed him so that we can handle more than 1 billion doses a year starting very soon. So that was his impression.
Thank you. The next question is from Hassan Kamal from firstpost.com. Can you please give us some details about the cold chain setup that is required to transport both vaccine Covishield and Covovax?
Yeah, so both our vaccines, the first two vaccines that you mentioned, are going to be in +2 to 8 degrees. So India has a lot of storage and infrastructure for that temperature. It has slightly less storage space for -20 and almost nothing for -70. So if you understand that, then you understand what I'm trying to say in terms of the different levels of infrastructure India has for the different vaccines that could be launched or looked at in the next coming months.
Next question is from Sneha Mordani from CNN News 18. Can you please confirm, is Serum planning to conduct additional trials post the recent results which have been announced by AstraZeneca?
No, because at the moment the trials are more than enough for the efficacy. Of course, there was a bit of confusion in the communication, which will be explained in the coming days, but that's not going to affect the emergency use licensure in the UK and should not affect it in India at all. What we're talking about maybe looking at doing, not yet, but maybe in the future, is trials, for the under 18 age group, which we may have to do after a few months when it's proven in adults. And that's the same thing for all the vaccine candidates made by even the US and European companies, because first you have to establish safety in adults and then go into children below the age of 18. So if at all anything, we might look at doing further studies for that age group only later on.
Thank you. The next question is from Ridhima Kaul from Hindustan Times, Delhi. As you have earlier mentioned that Serum Institute has already stockpiled more than 40 million doses at risk manufacturing. Can you give us the ballpark figure in terms of how many doses have already been made beyond that?
So that was a very current and recent figure. I think that's only 10 days old. So as I mentioned, we're producing 50, 60 million doses a month. And after January, February, that'll be scaled up to 100 million doses per month. So it'll come out in that level.
Thank you. The next question is from Sudipta from Pune Mirror. What is the nature of discussion Serum is currently having with the government? Were there any curiosity about from the Prime Minister, or I think it is a repeat question, but what is the nature of discussion that Serum is having currently with the government at this point of time?
As I mentioned earlier, we're talking about how to distribute it, where to distribute it with the government. And also, we've indicated a price which is affordable to everybody and accessible to everybody. So at the moment, till we get the emergency use licensure, we probably won't be able to comment on how many doses will go where. So as I said, we have to wait for a few weeks for that to happen. But I think everybody is aware that the Ministry of Health wants 300 to 400 million doses by July 2021. So we're trying to get to that target.
Next question is from Maharashtra Times, Pune. After the recent trials results which have been announced, will we expect any kind of delay in terms of the initial doses delivery to India and other countries?
No, I don't suspect any delay in the sense that, the stockpiling and manufacturing is continuing irrespective. So even if the approval comes maybe 2 weeks later or something like that, at the end point, it shouldn't make a lot of difference to the delivery and the quantum of doses that we'll be able to distribute to the public. So this vaccine is a very good one because in the trial, not only did we get a good efficacy result, but also reduce the hospitalizations by 60%. So there was 0 hospitalizations for everyone who took this vaccine, which is great news. What it reduced by 60% is the virus in your system. So, there are vaccines that protect you, but you can still transmit the virus to others and infect others because you have a part of that in your system when you're infected. But what we found with Covishield is that in the trials globally is that there were 0 hospitalizations, which means that even if you do get infected, you're not going to have a severe attack. And secondly, even those who got the disease, were not infecting others. So the sterilizing immunity, that what we call sterilizing immunity, was about 60% reduction, which is also a very good bonus to have for a vaccine against a disease which is so infective.
Just a second. I think that's all we have.
Great.
That's all we have for today, I guess, in terms of the questions. Thank you so much once again. If you would like to make any closing statement.
No, I thank you all. And, I think I'll just end by saying that in a world today where everyone is questioning vaccines and vaccine hesitancy, we should collaborate together, and the media, manufacturers, government of India, and everybody to send the right messaging out and not spread any panic or negative news unnecessarily without getting down to the facts. And it's only when the facts have been confirmed should we send out any messages, because we don't want to build doubt in the minds of people today, especially at a time of pandemic, and have a situation where vaccines are available, but some people are hesitant to take them because they're a bit unsure or skeptical on the safety, et cetera. So I feel that we should only put out messages that are properly confirmed, in terms of the fact checking from the Ministry of Health and the manufacturers before we put anything out and create any negative panic around vaccines, because we need to project the power of vaccines and how they can save and protect our lives and our children.
नमस्कार, मैं हूं मानक गुप्ता। अगर आपको हमारा ये वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो इसे लाइक और शेयर जरूर करें, और हां, हमें सब्सक्राइब और फॉलो करना ना भूलें ताकि आप देश और दुनिया की कोई खबर मिस ना करें। तो जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ और देखते रहिए न्यूज़ 24।